guys, have you been with body count?
I do not believe in the body count question. I think that question is so harmful because we can't help but judge people by that number. Especially for women, you've had too much, you're a slut.
Yeah, that's the point of the question. Typically, people use that as a reference point to see how valuable that person is for a relationship. Women like this only find it hurtful because they know they got a body count too high for a relationship. So now they're going to cope around with it by saying stuff like, well, I actually don't believe in it. Well, isn't that shocking? Women not believing data, that hurts the way that people view them. And that's what they mean when they say they don't believe in that question.
Especially for women, you've had too much, you're a slut. Not enough, you're not experienced enough. And if someone asks you that question, you're allowed to say, you know what? I'm just focusing on the sex that we're having right now. And that's really what's important to me. Like, just cut off the conversation. You do not have to tell anybody. It doesn't really mean anything.
And that's how a lot of women view sex nowadays. They just want to focus on the now. Don't worry about the body count. We'll worry about that later. And then in 10 or 15 years, when they want a relationship, it's too late. So no, lady, having a 500 body count doesn't mean nothing. It means everything. Because now that woman has a very slim chance of finding someone that will wife her out.
To be honest, a lot of people are having the kind of sex that I explained that I was having, like just hitting it and quitting it, or faking it, or just get it over with. I wouldn't even say that if you've had sex with 500 people, it literally means nothing. It probably means that you haven't been really in your body and had a lot of great sex, but you've just been maybe a little buzzed, or maybe just going out and just getting up your numbers because it's a quick fix that it feels good. You could get the big shot of dopamine. You get that adrenaline of something new, and then you move to the next. I don't think that if you've had thousands of people, oh God, I'm telling you, how many people you've slept with does not equate to how good of a lover you are.
It may not equate to that, but it definitely equates to how good of a relationship partner you'll be. That there's been plenty of studies that show that if a woman has a high body count, there's a high chance of divorce, cheating, or that man ending up in a dead bedroom because she's bored of him. So instead of telling these ladies to just go out and get your quick dopamine fix, or blaming it on some sort of out-of-body experience, maybe you should be telling them a better way to do these goofy things other than to rack up a high body count. Because before they know it, they'll end up just like you, being some 50-plus-year-old broad, skin sagging to the floor, coping about how a high body count doesn't mean anything,